I am not one to care all that terribly much about trends, but as a personal stylist, however, it is my job to keep my finger on the pulse. I have unpurposely omitted making any videos about trends for 2026 because I wanted to get a feel for the trends and kind of see them coming into play before I had my say on it. And for today's video, I have found 5 trends for 2026 that I can actually get behind. These are 5 trends that can slot into my personal timeless and classic wardrobe. These are 5 trends that I think are going to become classics. I kind of think they are already, but they are having a moment at the moment, and I think they could be good pieces to actually invest in. So I have 5 examples of these trends here that I'll share with you, and then we'll style them up together and we'll talk through the trends. All right, but 5 trends for 2026 that's actually going to work with longevity for a timeless and classic wardrobe. Let's get stuck into it. The first trend I want to talk about has been around for quite some time. I have personally stayed clear of it in my wardrobe, not because I don't love it, but because I struggle with how to wear it. It is the sheer materials, it is the sheer outfits. I think they are stunning. The lace fabrics, they are everywhere in outfits. You can get them in small little details on a piece. Equally, can you get the full trousers, the dresses, the shirts, the whole lot in these fabrics. They are stunning. I am, however, always cold, and making an outfit with this was not the easiest thing I've ever done. However, I really wanted to challenge myself to get this trend into my wardrobe because I don't think this is just going to be a trend. This is here to stay around. I cannot see the sheer materials going anywhere. The lace fabric is absolutely stunning, and this dress is plain and simple. It's quite high in the neck. We do have a seam going both front and back. You can see it running down there, and then it has the long sleeve. It's just a straight dress, and that's what I really loved about it. It's a plain and simple piece that I could play around with. So, but as I say, I don't think this trend is going anywhere. It's everywhere on the runway. It's everywhere on the red carpet. And I think it's because it has the shock factor with the bare skin underneath. And I do love that. It's just not that wearable. So that's why I challenged myself to take on this trend, but make it wearable so it works in my classic and timeless wardrobe because, as I say, this isn't going anywhere. This is the outfit I came up with. For my first outfit, I put the dress over a black turtleneck and my wide leg jeans. The 2 pieces I have underneath are 2 pieces that already exist in my wardrobe and that I love, but wearing the lace dress over the black turtlenecks really plays off well with the lace. I think it's so beautiful. You can obviously see the turtleneck sticking out, but I think that plays very well with the high neck of the dress. And for once, I am not wearing a belt. I normally always wear a belt to define that waist, but this is why I went with the jeans and not black trousers. I wanted the edge of the trousers to be my belt. I didn't want to add the belt and add bulk. I like this outfit, but I can't say I love it. For my second outfit, I decided to add a blazer on top of the dress instead of having the dress on top of the turtleneck. And I do like this a little bit better. I like that you can see the lace in the front. And obviously the belt is then cinching in the waist. But again, I'm not in love. I think what I dislike about this is actually wearing the dress over the jeans. I think the dress just kind of get lost. I do love the peekaboo moment up at the chest area and at the sleeves, but I'm afraid this is not doing it for me. Please ignore the fact that the blazer is not actually long enough to cover everything it needs to cover. I do, however, love the dress more on its own. This is how the sheer fabric really, really stands out. I also turned the dress around, so I had the V-neck, basically the buttons in the back. I had that in the front, and I like that a lot better. I am not giving up on this trend, but so far, I'm not 100% sure that it's me. I'm just not quite sure how all this sheer fabric is wearable. The second trend that I don't think is going anywhere anytime soon is the capes, as well as the shawl details and the draping on pieces. All of these details, all of these pieces are absolutely stunning, and I love that they are having a moment. I have once again shied away from this trend, more so because I am yet to find the right pieces. As an apple shape, I'm top heavy, and wearing a cape can make me look quite broad compared to wearing a fitted piece like the blazer I'm wearing. But I love the trend, and I have been on the search for one that's going to work for my apple shaped body. Now, the good thing about something having a moment and having a trend or being a trend is the fact that there's so many more options out there. So I am just on the search for the pieces. I take my time, and if I find a piece that I genuinely love, then that's the piece I'm going to invest in and keep in my wardrobe. Now for today, I picked this one up on Shein and I love the look of it. Quality wise, it's nice, but unfortunately it's unlined, and as you know, I'm a stickler for things has to be lined, especially a jacket or blazer or something. But I still want to show you an outfit I made with it because I think it's stunning and it's definitely on the right track of what I'm looking for. Now, equally, the shawl details that are on a lot of pieces can be difficult for an apple shape to wear because we are better suited to less frills and less detail on the top half and more so play with our trousers or something like that, simply because of the shape. It just suits us better, in my personal opinion. It's okay if you don't agree. The draping, they are everywhere. Draping can come on trousers, they can be on dresses, everywhere. I just haven't found the right pieces just yet. But as I said before, having a moment in the trend section for now means there's a lot more out there. But let me show you the outfit that I made with a cape. I went for the same jeans and then just a cream colored turtleneck. Again, this is a base outfit that I wear pretty much every single day. Add that cape to it and by God, I am in love. As I said, the quality of this cape, it's simply just because it's not lined, but I really love everything else about it. The big shoulder pad that's in it give my figure a great structure, and then we just have the opening for the arms there, and then it just hangs down. What really works for us apple shapes with this cape is the fact that it's open in the front, meaning you can still see my belt below. Even changing into a lighter outfit, the rule of third is still in place because I have my waist defined below and the belt buckle is the main attraction. You've seen me do this in a gazillion outfits, and then I also love these gold buttons that go down in the front. This is a fantastic cape. I just wish that it was lined, but I will definitely be looking out for one very, very similar to this because I love it. Next up is faux fur, and as I'm sure you're aware, faux fur has always had its moment. It has never not been okay to wear faux fur. However, again, as I said before, having a trend moment just means that there are so many pieces on option. Faux fur, just like the other trends, is something I've been shying away from because I hadn't found the right pieces. As an apple shape, a faux fur is a bulky piece to add to my body, so I need to find the right piece to make sure that it fits the proportion of my body. This little jacket, it only just landed yesterday, and this is going to be the first outfits that I'm making with it, and I'm in love. I'm in absolute love with it. On top of that, it is so blooming soft, you just want to stand here and stroke it. The quality of this jacket is absolutely amazing. And the fact that it's a shorter jacket, I think is going to work very well with my wide leg trousers. And I think I'm going to try it with a wee dress as well and see. I don't know if I have a dress that'll match, but we'll see. I haven't made the outfit yet as I'm filming this. So I love faux fur. It is simply just a matter of finding the right piece for your body shape. And as I said, as an apple shape, that has been a little bit of an issue for me, which is why I've shied away, because it does add bulk to the body. But let's see which outfit we can come up with, because this is a trend that I don't think has ever gone away, and I don't think it ever will. It's simply just having a moment right now, and I'm loving it. For my first outfit, I went with my wide leg trousers in a chocolate brown and then a fine knit little top underneath. I am really worried about the faux fur adding the bulk to the body, as I mentioned before, but I actually think I can get away with it. And again, I simply think it's because I'm keeping the rule of third in place and defining my waist, and the belt buckle is, per usual, the main attraction. It is a bit of a different silhouette than what I'm usually wear, because normally my blazers are longer, but I must admit, I really do like it. I think it's very cute and it's fun to play around with the silhouettes. And then just to show you the jacket, while it's closed, I still think it is very, very cute closed. There's no button at the bottom, so I would be worried about the little V-neck. Is that drawing attention to my tummy? But I think, to be honest with you, I'll be wearing this open anyway, so it's not going to matter too much. I wanted to try the jacket over a dress, and I'm not 100% sure this works because being an apple shape, I am top heavy. Adding bulk at my top half will just make me look even more top heavy. Adding it over a dress that is more of a straight dress, then the fit and flare, the A-line skirt, these dimensions aren't perfect. It's definitely a silhouette I'm going to play around with because I love this faux fur so much. I think the fit on it is amazing and I want to keep it, but it takes a little bit more playing around. So last, I decided to try it with my jeans. My jeans are a little bit of a different silhouette than the wide leg trousers. I added a cream turtleneck underneath it, and again,
the silhouette is more boxy, the silhouette is more top heavy. I think if you're aware of these things and you are okay with it, there's nothing wrong with it. Just because it's not a usual silhouette, just because it's not the usual pieces that I advise you to wear as an apple shape, it doesn't mean to say we can't try something different.
This one took me with a bit of surprise, and it was not one that had been on my own radar. I was watching some of the other creators' videos about trends just to kind of keep the finger on the pulse. As I say, that's what I do. And a few of them mentioned CROC. I don't know if I should call it CROC design or CROC print, but you see this imprint of CROC leather. Obviously it's faux leather, thank God. But you see that? That's having a bit of a moment. But then I'm thinking, CROC has always been around. I have a belt hanging over there in CROC design. And I know that it often comes on shoes, it comes on bags, but having this as a trend, it brought to me that not only is it a fab trend, meaning again, because it's a trend, there's a lot of pieces available at the moment in this design. However, it also adds texture to my wardrobe. And I love that. And that is why I decided to pick up this handbag. I picked up, like the other pieces, everything is from Shein. And this does not look like a 30-euro handbag. I am in love with it. The quality is absolutely amazing of this bag, and it has the perfect size for my body shape, for what I personally prefer a handbag to. Now this would look amazing with just an all black outfit because we have the texture, but equally with a lighter outfit like I have now, the CROC really stands out. But as I say, it wasn't on my radar because it's always been around, and I don't think it's ever going anywhere. So I think this is a great trend to invest in, to get a bit of texture into our outfits, which can sometimes look a little bit flat, especially mine because it's so timeless and classic. Having that CROC design just adds a little bit of extra to the outfit, and I'm loving it. I am so here for it. Just like the other trends that I have mentioned today, polka dots has been around forever and it ain't going nowhere. It's simply just having a moment right now. And as I've said with all the other pieces, having a moment simply means that there's far more selection of this trend in the shops. I love polka dots, have always loved polka dots, but struggling to find pieces that worked for me. And then I found this. It is a trench coat. I'm in absolute love with it. It's from the Unused to collection on Shein. It's fully lined, a fantastic quality, but it's in brown with the black polka dots, and meaning it's going to fit right into everything else here in my wardrobe. And I'm in love with it. I'm in absolute love with it. I think I have finally found myself a polka dot piece that is going to work not only for me and for my style, but also for my body shape. A beautiful, beautiful trench coat. And it just goes to show that sometimes a trend will just bring out those classic timeless pieces that work forever, work in a timeless wardrobe, but it needs that trend moment for the pieces to actually be made in a way that works for us. And I'm here for it. I am so here for it. I love polka dots and I am so happy with this coat. It's going to work with so much here in my wardrobe. Let me show you a few outfits that I put together.
The wide leg trousers and a turtleneck is a fantastic base outfit, and especially for me here in the wintertime when I'm always cold. It can get a little bit plain though, so a trench coat, which is a classic and timeless piece with the polka dots in colours that just works fantastic with my wardrobe already, is fantastic. I can't praise this coat enough. I'm in absolute love with it. That belt defining my waist, it's amazing. And you could always go for one that's a little bit more contrasting to the jacket if you wanted to. I decided to try the coat over the dress as well, the same dress as I had on before, very straight dress, and I'm not sure it works so much, but the thing is, with a trench coat, you're never going to go wrong because it's such a classic and timeless piece. I did take off the belt for just wearing the coat open with the dress here because I think often, especially in the springtime and the early autumn, you just wear it slung over your shoulders and the belt, because it's so structured, may not work. But this is a fantastic little trench coat and a great fun aspect to a trend.
The common thread that runs through the 5 trends that I've shared with you here today is that they have already been timeless and classic pieces for a long time. They are simply just having a moment right now. As I have repeatedly said, when the pieces are having a moment, when they're in trend, it simply just means there's more of them being produced, and it's easier for us to find pieces that work for our personal aesthetic as well as our personal style and body shape. It just makes it a little bit more easy. These 5 pieces are timeless and classics already with a modern twist on it. easy way to update the look in my wardrobe, easy way to bring the trends in and feel that I'm still up to date without breaking the bank. And I really love that. But I hope I've managed to give you a little bit of an insight on a few pieces that could potentially for you as well be worth investing in, because these pieces have already stood the test of time, and I think they're going to continue to do so. Everything is linked in the description box, and if you made it this far and sat through the ads, thank you so much. Would you do me a favor and leave me a purple heart in the comments? The hearts are simply just to tell me and the algorithm that you have made it to the end. And if you want to see more about trends video, I will leave you one right here. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye.